Hi there, this is Eric C. Powell.
And Andrea.
We are super thrilled to introduce our new Fly Away Remixes album. And we just wanted to share a little bit about each of the remixes and the artist and the producers that helped make this project a reality. Ta-da!
For us, it's the remixers that really make the album shine. And we want to allow them to shine in this video.
Now, Fly Away Remixes is a 14-track album with remixes of songs from our recent album, Fly Away. And the remix album features 10 top artists, producers, and remixers. They're like some of the best in the indie synth community today.
It is truly an international album representing 8 nations, including the UK, Spain, Norway, France, Austria, Germany, and the United States.
Yeah, there you go. And with that, we've asked each contributor to share just a little bit about themselves and their remixes. So without further delay, let's start the highlights. First up is Nature of Wires.
Hi, I'm Gary from Nature of Wires in the UK. So this is the remix of And I Know, which I've done for Eric. Well, that's what it looks like anyway. Now, the good thing about working with Eric is that the quality of his stems is always really good, and that just makes a remixer's job so much easier. And this one came together within about 3 or 4 hours. You know, you can spend 2 or 3 days on these things. But I got to a point after about 4 hours when I was sat there thinking, do I actually need to do any more with this? It was sounding pretty good as it was, and a lot of that's down to the quality of the stems. And I've used a few of the sounds from the original. So I'm really quite pleased with how it's turned out, and I hope you enjoy it too. Thanks again, Eric, for asking me along.
Greetings minions, I'm Lord and Master. I'm a British electronic synth pop type artist from the south coast of England, from Hastings originally. I'm living in the Midlands at the moment in Coventry, but I have 2 minutes to talk about my input into the Fly Away EP of remixes by Eric C. Powell and Andrea Powell, of course. It was really kind of them to ask me whether I could do some remixes for them. I don't think they expected me to do 4 remixes, all the tracks on the EP, on the Fly Away EP, but more than happy to dive in. Now, what I tend to do as a remixer is not listen to the originals too much. I did obviously listen to them, and they are fantastic and well worth picking up if you haven't already. But as a remixer, I tend to come at it from a let's listen to the vocals point of view, because those are generally, for me, the only elements that I use. So I use a bit of vocal processing and a bit of jiggery-pokery with just sort of building fresh new chords around the vocals and seeing what sticks and what doesn't. And yeah, that's about it really. I mean, just layers upon layers of synth stuff, of nice arpeggios and sequences, and just trying to get it sounding sort of dance floor ready, really. I think that's probably the best thing. Music's always good when it makes you move, although of course I don't dance, because when I do, I look like my dad. So that's it, that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Hey, this is Andrik Arkane, and I've done countless remixes for Eric C. Powell, and my upcoming album, The Witching Hour, is coming in the next couple months. It was an honor and privilege to be able to do a remix for The Bedside Table. Eric C. Powell has always given me a lot of creative control when it comes to doing his remixes, and the bedside table is no exception. This remix is a bit different from my other remixes because I was allowed to add and record some extra vocals to go along with the original track. I hope you like my remix of the bedside table and the other remixes that are on the album.
Hello, this is Peter Raymond from the French band People Theatre, and also Waiting for Words, of course, Royal Visionaries. And well, I would like to talk to you about the remix that I've done of Eric C. Powell and his wife, and the name is Fly Away. I've done quite a few remixes, I have to say, but for this one I took specially care of my work. First of all, you have to know that Eric sent me two versions. The first one is absolutely a cappella, and the second one is much more ambient, with a few layers of synth and just a little kick from time to time. And I just wondered what it was all about, and was it about, you know, space, going to Mars or the moon? Was it about, you know, the great outdoors, I would say, going away? But I think it's a double meaning, actually. So I thought about a soul flying away, which is about maybe love, maybe unfortunately death. And this is the reason why I didn't want to make something rather, I would say, commercial or you know, a happy dance version. So I added a drum first of all, and just a little loop of piano that I found immediately after the first the first moment that I listened to it. It was absolutely lovely to hear the voice, which is absolutely great. I mean, it perfectly fits the atmosphere that Eric wanted to create. So I kept the delay, I kept the reverb, the very long reverb, I have to say, and then immediately I have to say, after that I found the piano, everything came, the bass line, and well, I think I preserved the idea of something rather intimate, and in the same time something much more wide open, I have to say. And I hope you like it as much as I do, because I really enjoy both the original and my remix. Have a good day.
Hi, I am Cyborg Drive, and I have remixed 2 tracks for Eric C. Powell and Andrea. I am really grateful to be part of the Remixes album. Hice las remezclas de Anna Know and The Bedside Table, y para ello quise darle un toque más potente que los temas originales. Espero que os guste y un saludo desde España.
From Graflex, and welcome to my studio. The current lineup of Graflex, with Sam James on vocals, have been together since late 2018, although I've been recording under the name Graflex since 2014. I've known Sam since the early 90s, so it was really good to team up with her again, and I love the way it's developed into a true writing partnership. We're currently working on our next album, but due to COVID lockdowns and Sam's studio revamp, we've been struggling to get together to finish all the ideas that we've both amassed. So when lockdown hit last year, I decided to hold off from taking the album any further and just record song sketches so we can get back to them on a later date. This freed me to work on remixes, and I was delighted when Eric C. Powell asked me to do a remix for the FLY AWAY album. I was really impressed with all 4 songs, but when I heard And I Know, I could immediately hear the way I wanted to take it. It's not a radical departure from the original, but I feel the song lends itself so well to my fondness for polysequences, split phrases and synth percussives that we use all the time in Graflex. I also wanted to keep the music fairly open and let Eric and Andrea's voice shine through. At the end of the day, that is where the song's strength really lies. So I hope you like our version of And I Know, and you can find out more about Graflex on Facebook or our Bandcamp page. Catch you later.
I can see you, what you're saying, and I know there's something wrong.
Remix introduction take 142. Hi mates, this is Sorry the Hedgehog from Berlin, and I'm quite happy to be contributing my remix to the remix album by Eric C. Powell. So why on earth did I choose this song, and how did it come to the remix in the way it is now? I think it's quite easy. Amongst the tracks available for remixing, I picked Warning Signs because it was admittedly the quietest, and don't tell Eric, it's undanceable, it's too slow to ever dance to it, so I thought maybe I could take some of my own wildness and put it onto another level of danceability, if you will. And I originally intended to make it a drum and bass remix, but it has the elements, so drums and bass, but I think it's not really a proper drum and bass remix anymore. But I did have fun chopping up the vocals, you know, putting it into small pieces and tuning it up and down. And I also had a lot of fun rearranging the piano chords and distorting it and playing with drums and the melodies of the original song. So I do hope you do have a lot of fun listening to it as much as I did making the remix. And thanks again, Eric, for giving me the opportunity, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers!
Hey everyone, this is Adam from Blacklight. The first time that I heard Eric and Andrea's music was back in the 90s when they were turning keys. So I was excited to find them on Facebook as Eric C. Powell. The first time that I heard The Bedside Table, I was immediately drawn to it, so I was extremely excited when Eric asked me to do a remix. So what I decided to do for this song was to give it more of a driving beat and a sequence that runs underneath the whole song, giving it more tension. So hopefully you have liked what I've done.
Won't you fly, fly, fly away?
Hi everyone, my name is Kim Lunder. I'm from Norway. My first release was This Is Me, the album. And I'm so lucky I can make a remix for Eric C. Powell, Fly Away, and I hope you enjoy it. See you guys.
Hi, I'm Miles Matrix. I'm a synthwave producer from Vienna, and I had the privilege of remixing a song for Eric Powell. Eric Powell approached me a while back and asked whether I'd be down to remixing one of his songs, and I was thrilled to do so because I've known Eric Powell now pretty much as long as I've been in the synthwave scene, and I think he's a rad guy, and I was really proud that he asked me to do so. The song I chose was Warning Signs, a ballad, a sad love song about loss, and broken relationship. And I chose it basically because it's the polar opposite of what I do in my synthwave songs. They are very much cyberpunk inspired, a lot of layers, a lot of effects, a lot of tracks. And Warning Signs itself is a piano ballad with a little bit of synth in it and Eric Powell's voice over it. And this is not a song I could personally write, and also not a song I would produce that way. So I thought it was really interesting because it was a real stark contrast to what I like to do. So a few days before I got down to remixing it, Sophie had died. And while I never was personally someone who followed the whole hyperpop scene, I very much like the production value and the techniques and the approach. So I thought I'd mix a bit of my synthwave approach with the hyperpop approach, and out came this real strong bass bastard of a remix of Warning Signs. So really the opposite of it. Imagine a robot writing and performing Warning Signs, and you basically got my remix version of Eric Powell's song. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks Eric for having me. And yeah, listen to the original, listen to my remix, and I hope you love both. Goodbye from Vienna.
Well, that about wraps up our Remixer highlights.
We do want to make mention that the album will be available for pre-order first and then available for digital download, but also physical CD, just like this, on our Bandcamp page at ericcpowellmusic.bandcamp.com. That's ericcpowellmusic.bandcamp.com. And that's our preferred outlet for you to support us over all other platforms.
The album and tracks will be available on all major platforms after the FLY AWAY Remixes worldwide release date on May 21st, 2021. And we invite you to stream, share, and purchase.
We are delightfully grateful for all the hard work and effort put forth by all the remixers, producers, and artists involved to make FLY AWAY Remixes a complete success. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could that